Yes, this is Professor Desiré Dubounet, and yes, that's me back as Bill Nelson lecturing. I lectured at the Royal Society of Medicine for 3 days in London, England. It was very fascinating. And we made actually a movie about it, Sworn on the Altar. Here's a little excerpt.
It's kind of interesting that we're in the Merck room, and this has been built by one of the chemical companies. One of the chemical companies that has devised synthetic chemistry and put this into our children, into our society. And now the evidence is in. We're finding out that these chemicals don't work.
I taught homeopathy at the London College of Practical Homeopathy in London, and then in Budapest at the #1 medical school, Semmelweis. But today I want to talk to you about my education and experiences and qualifications as a lawyer. Here's some of the different law diplomas and documents that I've given, and I got a doctorate in jurisprudence from Notre Dame de Lafayette. And I wanted to be able to go through and show you some of the different work that I did in the history. And I was the one who got the acupuncture needle registered. And basically it started when I had to get my device registered, the NQB technology, the EPFX, later became the SKIO, Eductor, etc. And in doing so, basically we had to learn about the law and learn about what the requirements were and all these different things, and I had to take massive hours of training at the FDA to learn and to make a device that was able now to measure your body electric, your voltage, amperage, resistance, hydration, oxidation, and your proton pressure, acid, alkaline, pH. So all of these different things, and then change it, and then the zeroid, to be able to measure the reactions, to learn how to take trivector signals and convert them into reactivity scores and be able to measure people's reactions to these different things. So it was a host of different things that led down to me being able to get the FDA registration. And you can see here that this registration is still valid today. In fact, there's no FDA law that allows a registration of an item to be taken away. These are just some of the things I learned in over 300 hours of FDA training all over America to be able to learn about regulatory affairs. And that's my specialty as a lawyer. And because of all of this and getting my device registered, I came on to try to register acupuncture needles. They got very angry at me and tried to stop me. They trumped up a case or took a big giant lie case against me, bogus. But still I was able to win, and I defeated them, and I got the acupuncture needles. I was the one that legally got the acupuncture needles legalized into America, FDA registered. And I beat the FDA 3 times, now even more. So then I declared myself as an international lawyer. Now the qualifications to become an international lawyer, there's no international bar. You just have to have a contract. You have to have a contract that qualifies you. You have a legal contract that you're recognized as an international lawyer. And now I work with a firm here in Albuquerque, Doug Reebok and I. We work together for Reebok and Associates. I'm basically a consultant, and Doug is a qualified lawyer at the District of Columbia, and he also is licensed in New Mexico. So now we have basically come down, and I'm here to talk to you about a lot of the other laws experiences, my lawyer experience, through the years, and some of the patents, to be able to show you some of the patents that I made, how I made a patent on homeopathy, and how this patent I was able to show that sarcodal homeopathy worked, aursodal homeopathy worked, no-sodal homeopathy worked, isodal homeopathy worked, and how to make a better homeopathic, to charge up the water so that it could receive the information better. so we could make a far superior homeopathic. So I did this in the patent. I have several other patents that I made in Ireland way back in the early 90s. So I also made a patent on a device that could make a three-dimensional tri-vector field that would repel insects. So that's here at the shoe patent. That was developed. And then I made a patent for our device to be able to measure the body electric and to be able to treat the body electric. But then, because of problems in Budapest with some of my enemies, that patent was not supported. But then lots of other places where I had been to testify for homeopathy, in Japan, at the Parliament, in Utah, many other different places, to be able to show the world that homeopathy exists. My legal knowledge and my legal expertise and experiential has grown with each and every experience, as I've been called many, many times to court to be an expert witness and to witness about this. And I just wanted to mention that we do not believe in patenting anything going into the body, but we do believe that we can patent devices, which I've been able to do. I had trouble with the Hungarian government after they elected a police state, and I had given cease and desist to Mandalay and QX World. But after they had an illegal police state, they maneuvered against me, and they actually sent me back to America in chains. I was deported because I was transsexual. It was just a horrendous situation. And basically, I wanted you to know, out of all the different experiences, that now I'm heading into a trial with QX World and Mandalay and White Dove here in the state of New York at the South Federal Court, basically all over the idea of theft of my copyrights, theft of my trade secrets, theft of many different things, and then fraudulent, deceptive advertising, meaning what they're doing is fraudulent and deceptive, or what I was doing was pure. So I just wanted you to know that we're moving into this, and I do have the qualifications and the experience, and by God itself and by law himself, I am an international lawyer in regulatory affairs, and I do know an awful lot about the law. At the International Medical University, Immune, we offer you courses in diploma in law and jurisprudence. You get a doctorate. Go to the Immune website to find out more, and if you need any help, let me know.